Are you looking for the best TVs? In this video we will look at some of the best TVs. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Hisense U8N. Hisense's high-end TVs have consistently wowed us with their performance and the fantastic value they offer, and the U8N continues that trend. This is one of the brightest LED TVs we've ever seen, and it's loaded with useful features like hands-free Google Assistant as well as Apple AirPlay and Google Cast support. It doesn't offer quite the inky, bloom-free blacks of OLED TVs, but for that technology, you'll be paying 2 to 3 times as much as you would on this one. This is a bit pricier than a budget TV. We consider the line to be anything below $1,000 for 65 inches, but not by too much. If you're willing to spend around $1,100 for 65 inches, a Hisense U8N is one of the best choices available. Panel type: LED. Screen size: 65 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, USB, composite, RF. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness: 2755 nits. Black level: 0.01 CD/m2. Contrast ratio: 393/571:1. Refresh rate: 144 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode: 7.4 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync Premium Pro. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 2. LG Evo G4 OLED TV. The G4 is the latest in the company's high-end OLED TV line, and the first to come with its own table stand so you don't have to wall-mount it, or use a third-party base. Most importantly, it's one of the best-looking TVs we've seen, about as bright as the Samsung S95D while showing more accurate colors. If you really want to splurge on a TV, the LG Evo G4 is the first one you should consider. Its picture quality is simply incredible, it's loaded with features, and gamers will be thrilled with its sub-millisecond input lag. Panel type: OLED. Screen size: 65 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness: 1103 nits. Black level. Contrast ratio: infinite. Refresh rate: 120 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode: 1 millisecond. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 3. Hisense U6N. The Hisense U6N isn't the brightest TV, but its color is fantastic and it offers lots of useful features including Apple AirPlay, Google Cast, and hands-free Google Assistant. It's also frequently available for less than its suggested retail price, which helps solidify it as our top pick for budget-friendly TVs. At several $100s less than the brighter Hisense U8N or the U7N, the Hisense U6N is appealing if you're on a budget. This TV is also one of the least expensive big screen models we can recommend. The 85-inch variant goes for an incredibly reasonable $1,300. Panel type: LED. Screen size: 65 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, composite, USB, RF. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness: 700 nits. Black level. 0.01 CD/m2. Contrast ratio. 233:333:1. Refresh rate. 60 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode. 3.6 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. None. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 4. LG Evo C3 OLED TV. LG's C-series of OLED TVs have always stood out thanks to their slim panels and fantastic picture quality. The LG C3 is another excellent entry that supports Dolby Vision and relies on LG's intuitive WebOS smart TV platform. If you're looking for amazing OLED picture quality and don't want to shell out for a flagship model, the LG C3 is worth a look. We prefer its WebOS interface compared with Samsung's Tizen, which tends to bury common settings. A sub-millisecond input lag makes it just as appealing for gamers as the more expensive LG Evo G4 and the Samsung S95D. It's being supplanted by this year's C4 model, but that means you can probably get a C3 for a much lower price than you would have last year. Panel type. OLED. Screen size. 65 inches. Resolution. 3840 by 2160. Video inputs. HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness. 651 nits. Black level. 0 CD/m2. Contrast ratio. Infinite. Refresh rate. 120 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode. 0 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 5. Panasonic Z95A OLED TV. Panasonic has returned to the North American TV market for the first time in nearly a decade, and it's brought one of the most impressive OLEDs we've tested yet. The Panasonic Z95A is a premium, pricey 65-inch, and only 65-inch, TV that puts out more light than any other OLED we've tested. It also features a 4.1.2 channel speaker system that makes it bulkier than most super-thin OLED TVs, but gives it bigger sound and spatial audio capabilities those sleeker models lack. The Z95A is an excellent pick if you want the benefits of an OLED picture with the light output of a good LED TV and powerful sound to go with it. Its single size limits its flexibility, though, and if you're planning to get a separate soundbar or other speakers, the LG Evo G4 edges it out with multiple sizes and a gorgeous, thin design. Panel type. OLED. Screen size. 65 inches. Resolution. 3840 by 2160 pixels. Video inputs. HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness. 1376 nits. Black level. Contrast ratio. Infinite. Refresh rate. 144 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode. 4.7 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync Premium. NVIDIA G-Sync.